Hi, welcome to this week's Inspired by video. This is my little instructional bit. On this we're going to take the output of last week's Inspired by video and we're going to change it into a new video. The videos are only going to be 10 seconds long. They're designed for use in Twitter, and it's my experience with Twitter that anything longer than 15 seconds is a waste of, well, effort. What I want to do is I want to have some disruption to catch the eye as they're scrolling through, and then what I want to do is have a static section so that they can read the information. Hence the video is only 10 seconds long. So I'll show you the last week's first and then off we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the output of last week's Inspired by video tutorial and turn that into a different advert, but an exact match of what we had before. So I'm going to first of all go here. This is the advert, and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to leave it at 16:9, duplicate now, but as you can see there are other sizes. It saying that changes might not reflect, well, we're just duplicating exactly the same, but if you've done 9 to 16 or 1 to 1, things might not have been in the right place even. So here we are, we've got our advert. So the first thing I want to do is I actually want to replace this. So what I'm going to do is go to layers. I've got my sanitizer and I'm going to delete it. I'm now going to add the replacement image. If I go to uploads, as I'd done last week, I'd already uploaded my required stuff, so I'm going to simply check that's the right one, no background, and then I'm going to drag it on. I'm going to add it as a layer. Now the first thing I've got to do here is move it in front of all these words. So we've got my layer here. I'm going to take it to the top. As you can see, that's there. I'm also going to change it and make it dispenser. Okay, because that's what it is. You put the 5 litre container stuff, the 80% alcohol sanitizer in it, and then you simply wipe your hand underneath. You don't have to touch, and it then dispenses. And I'm going to move that up a bit, and so that the top lines up with there, and I think I can just make it just a little bit bigger. And so I've now changed my object. Now if you remember, I did preparation for this. So here was my sanitizer we did last week. There's the background that's common. There is the actual sanitizer, and here is the dispenser. So I actually need to make some changes. So hand sanitizer is our first one, and I'm going to do Control C. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to go to layers, and my first layer here says 5 litres of hand sanitizer, so I'm going to click on that. 5 litres. I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to paste over the top. Control V, hand sanitizer. If we quickly look back here, we'll see that the second line is the same. So I'm going to change line 3. Control C, it back here, and I want the third line, which is 80% alcohol, and I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to change that by using Control V. So hands-free, no touch. So if we look back again to Word, wall mounted as opposed to top quality ingredient, wall mount or stand, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4 manufactured in Britain. So let's copy that, Control C, let's go to back to here. So instead of manufactured in Britain, I'm going to go there. So let's go to manufactured in Britain, edit, paste over the top, Control V, go back, check our next pair, got to go to Word, top quality materials, and top quality ingredients. I'm just going to, for the sake of ease, I'm going to change the whole lot. Control C, get back here, layers, so top quality ingredients, edit, Control V, so it now says top quality materials. Again, if we go back here, battery operated meets higher standards, so I need to replace meets higher standards, but I can also see while I'm here that the last one is the same, next day delivery. So Control C, go back, go to our layers, and I'm going to meets higher standards, edit, Control V, battery operated. So now I've changed everything except the main title. So we click on the main title, or again we can click it in here. So it says 5 litres of hand sanitizer. If we nip back to here, sorry, back to Word, we can see it's dispenser. So I'm going to change that one. If we nip back now, got too many buttons to click here, and I'm going to click that there. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to remove the 5 litre bit, and I'm going to change it to say hand sanitizer dispenser. And there we have our new advert that 100% matches the previous one. And the idea is they're only 10 seconds. They've got interruption, i.e. movement, so that it interrupts people scrolling. Then they go solid so that you can read the facts clearly. And this is designed for use in Twitter, where honestly anything longer than 10 to 15 seconds in video is really not very effective. So now I've done that, I can play the whole thing just to make sure it works, and I'm not actually happy with this. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to the item. Oh, I thought I'd renamed it, but never mind. And what I'm going to do there is I'm going to edit and check the image animation. So I've got it in place in zoom out, and really I don't want that at all. So I'm going to set that to none, and I'm going to go to in, and I'm going to have it slide in from the left. In fact, I think I had it bounce in from the left last time, but slide in from the left will do fine. Okay, so if we have a quick rerun, and that's much better because we don't get the squared effect on the sanitizer dispenser that you saw when it was zooming in and out. And so now I'm happy, and I'm going to export that. So there, now I have an opportunity here while it's rendering to change that, so that instead of saying 5 litre sanitizer copy, I can turn that into hand sanitizer dispenser. And you can see now that it's rendering away. I'm going to stop the video for a moment, and what we'll do is we'll look at the completed video after it's finished. Okay, you noticed in the last item that we did that when we rendered we were able to change the name of a project. One of the questions in this week's forum is that how can I change the name of a job so as I know what it is before I've rendered? And the answer is quite simple. Here's a little job. I actually don't know what it is. I created a couple of blank bits and let it auto save. So when it auto saves, it gives it a job number. That's its way of making sure it's totally unique. And then you can come into your projects folder, click here and simply change the name. This is the job that I don't know what it features. Okay, I know it's a bit silly, but it simply shows that you can decide whatever you want to put here as a title. Now, one thing I did suggest a little while back, we'll just press return now so as you can see that that's there, is that if you use a pre-made template, and we'll pick any one, this one, use this template, you'll notice, yes, I do so many different ones, I don't have a brand logo updated, so it can't go and fetch it from my savings. But can you see this little magic number here? 1598. Yeah. Let's go to uploads and pretend we've updated a logo. I'm using the Liberal Democrats one that I did for this lady's little demonstration video. But now I've got something, it's been auto saved. And again, I repeat this little number 1598. If you do Control-C, let's export it. It won't take long at all for it to export because there's sort of nothing with it. You've got your job number. What you could do is put in here, this is a logo splurge, for want of a better word, but you could then paste that number on, and that number will allow you to find that template again. Equally, you could have just put the name of the template, but that number 15948 is unique to that. Okay, when I played that back, I realised I hadn't grabbed the area of the screen with the address bar in. So here's a static image. So the number I kept referring to, 15948, when you choose a template, that number appears in the address bar. So you have ID 15948 and dimensions 16 to 9, and it's a workflow equals story. But that 15948 will allow you to find this particular template. Okay, and now we're going to look at the background remover, a tool that everybody's been asking for a long time and has been available for about 6 or 7 weeks now. It still has the words beat around it, but it's pretty damn good. So what we're going to do is we're going to find an object. Cats are popular, so let's search for cats. And yeah, plenty of cats. I'm just going to grab this first one, drop it on, and it doesn't quite fill the screen, but for the purposes of this exercise that really doesn't matter. So as you can see, it says remove background beta. So if I click on it, we'll get that little waiting sign there. You can see it throws it out of focus, and we wait a few moments and there it is. Now we get the opportunity to crop it. So we can crop it there, we can crop it 1 to 1, 16 to 9 or 9:16. I'm not really bothered, this is just about showing you that you can remove the background, so I'm going to click done. It takes a few moments and there we are. My cat is there without a background. And now just to demonstrate, I can put a different background behind it. So let's look for a different kind of let's look for patterns, and what we're going to do is drop a pattern on, add it as a layer. We'll make it up to full size, or make it at least cover the cat anyway. We'll panic about whether it's full size or not. Go to layers, swap them round, and hey presto, we have our cutout cat with the background. Not very pretty, but it shows you that it works. The other question I've been asked this week is, what is a mask and how do I use it? Well, a mask is a shape that you can put a picture or a video behind, but the mask changes the visible area of it. And it's really very simple, so I'm going to show you how you can put a picture of a dog behind a circular mask. Right, the question is, how do you use the masks? And really, they're very easy to use. There's a whole selection of them, including letters and numbers. So let's drag the circle. You don't drag, you click to add, and then let's go to media. Let's go to images, and let's go, I don't know, they seem to like dogs, so let's go to dogs. And all you need to do now is drag your doggy in, and hey presto, your mask has worked. And masks are as simple as that. Hope that helps. Well, that's my efforts for this week. If you've got anything you would like showing how to do in the Inspired Buying video, just please post or send me a message or whatever, and we will do it for you. So have a great day. Bye bye.